Hi everyone, I'm Lisa. Welcome to Yoga Fury Online. Thank you for joining. So today's practice is a classic flow and it's focusing in on the heart chakra, so the Anahata chakra, which is our fourth energy, subtle energy level that we talk about in yoga. It's all to do with our relationships with ourselves, with others, compassion and joy. And in physical terms, it's we tap into postures that draw the heart space forward, the chest forward, shoulders back. So we'll be doing lots of that in this practice. It's quite an energetic flow, so good to do at any time that you want to introduce a bit of energy into your day. We're going to begin seated. So come to cross-legged or kneeling or legs out long, and just take a moment to settle in. So perhaps having the hands in the lap or on the knees, and rolling the shoulders away from the ears, and closing down the eyes, or otherwise coming to a soft focus. And just noticing how the body feels, how your breath feels, and falling into a natural rhythm of the breath. Take a deep inhale of breath in through the nose. Feel how the breath spreads throughout the whole length of the body into the chest, the belly. And then exhale, release all that breath away. Notice that slight shrinkage of the body, the shoulders soften. And take another full inhale of breath in through the nose. Trace the journey of the breath with the mind's eye. And then exhale, release, the chest falls away, the belly shrinks, the navel hugs in towards the spine. And then one more time, big breath in, find length and depth. And then really long exhale, release that, let it go. And then blinking the eyes open. And if your hands aren't already on your knees, then place your hands to your knees. And with your next inhale of breath, begin to draw the chest forward and send the gaze up towards the sky, pull the shoulders back. As you exhale, do that exact opposite movement. So roll the chin in towards the chest, hollow the belly, round the spine. Inhale, press the chest forward, lift the gaze, a slight arch in the back as the gaze lifts. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin inwards. And continuing to roll through your seated cat-cows. So inhale, press forwards, lift the gaze. And then exhale, shoulder blades glide apart. Spine rounds. And then taking that a couple more times. Inhale, draw the chest forward, lift the gaze, and then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Take that one more time. And then finding a neutral spine. And we'll send our left leg out to the side, and the sole of the right foot comes to the left inner thigh. So we've made like quite a big V shape between the legs here. Land your right hand behind you, the fingers point away from you. Your next breath in, you press into your right palm, roll onto the right shin, press the hips forward and float that left arm away from you, reaching away through the fingers. And then as you exhale, floating the bum back down to earth. And land your left hand in front, sweep your right hand in front also, walking the hands forwards, coming through to a forward fold. Reaching away through the fingers, try and keep length in the spine. And now slowly walk the hands back towards you, lift the chest up, and we'll take that the other way. So the right leg drifts off to the side, the sole of the left foot to the right inner thigh. Land the left hand, fingertips point away from you. Inhale, press into left palm, roll onto the left shin, lift the hips, rise your right arm alongside your right ear, reaching through the fingertips, lift the chest, and then exhale, replace the bum back down to earth, sweep that right arm forward, the left hand joins it, walking the hands forwards, forward folding, tucking the chin towards the chest. Find that length in the spine, and then walking the hands back towards you, lifting the gaze. And we'll come through to a upward plank here. So lengthen your legs out long in front of you. Land the hands just behind your hips. The fingers point towards the top of your mat. With your next breath in, press through both hands. Lift the hips up, drawing the shoulder blades together. The heart space lifts up towards the ceiling. Arms are strong. You can either keep your chin tucked or drop your gaze to the back of your mat. And then with your next exhale, floating the hips back down to earth. Lovely. And then taking yourself through to an all fours position. So having your fingers spread wide, wrists beneath shoulders and knees hip width apart. And drawing your right knee in towards your nose, so rounding your spine here. And then as you next inhale, pick up the right foot and send your gaze up towards the ceiling. So it's as if you're trying to touch the back of your head with your toes. And then exhale, draw that knee in towards the nose, round the spine, press the ground away. Inhale, lift the right foot, lift the gaze, draw the chest forward. Exhale, pressing the ground away. Nose to knee. One more time, inhale, lift the leg, lift the gaze. And then exhale, knee to nose. And then landing your right knee beneath the hip, we'll simply take that the other side. So drawing knee to nose first of all. And then inhale, pick up the left foot, send the gaze forward. And then exhale, pressing the ground away, knee to nose, around the spine. Taking that 3 more times. Inhale to lift, drop the belly, and then exhale, around the spine, knee to nose. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale to lift, draw the chest forward. And then exhale, press away all that stagnant air as you round the spine. And then landing your left knee underneath your hip. From here, we'll tuck our toes and lift hips up and back to find downward dog. So fingers are spread, rooting down through the base of the index finger and thumb. Perhaps exploring your posture just for a moment by bending into one knee at a time, swaying the hips from side to side before coming through to stillness. Send your gaze forward between your hands and tread your hands towards your feet, finding a standing forward fold. And then taking a moment to take a hold of opposite elbows with your hands, taking a little sway of the body from side to side, bend deeply into the knees, the belly drapes over the thighs. Perhaps closing down the eyes here, allowing the head to hang freely, back of the neck is soft. And releasing the elbows. We'll take a few halfway lifts here. So with your next inhale, sliding your hands up towards your shins or knees and lift the chest halfway, the back is flat. Exhale, refold. Inhale, lifting up halfway, back is flat. Exhale, fold. Take that 1 more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Land the hands and step yourself back through to plank. In your plank, pressing the ground away and driving the heels towards the back of your mat. Belly is engaged. Take a breath in here. Slowly with the exhale, land the knees, land the chest and chin. Elbows graze past the ribs, untuck the toes. Send your fingertips out in front of you, just wider than your yoga mat. Forehead releases to the earth. And we'll take 3 cobras here. So with your next inhale, draw the chest forwards, lift it up. Take your gaze up in front of you, and then exhale, ripple back down. Inhale, lift the chest, draw the collars forward. Exhale, release, pressing the tops of the feet into the earth. 1 more time. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, soften back down. Land the hands beneath shoulders, elbows squeeze in towards the rib cage. Tuck the toes and hop the knees forward, pressing up through all fours, hips up and back for down dog. Your next inhale will pick up your right leg, finding 3-leg dog. As you exhale, slowly draw that foot to the space between your hands. Spin out the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge. Your next breath lifts you up, finding warrior 2. So softening into the hips. Try and spin that right knee towards the top right corner of your mat to really feel that openness in the pelvis towards the long edge of your mat. Arms are out wide, soften through the shoulders. And then reverse that front palm. As you inhale, slide the left hand down the back leg and reach your right arm alongside your ear, really opening up the side body. As you exhale, we'll come through to Trikonasana. So extend through the front leg and allow the right hand to float down towards the mat, either to the instep of your right foot or to your ankle. Left arm reaches up, perhaps taking your gaze up towards that thumb. Really trying to reach the chest up, open towards the ceiling. And then take your gaze down towards your front foot, soften into your knee, land both your hands either side of your foot. You're on the ball of that back foot. As you next inhale, press back through to 3-leg dog with that right leg lifted. holding here. And now drawing right knee forwards towards your nose, hugging the knee in towards the chest, press the ground away. Inhale, right leg lifts. And then exhale, knee comes across to left elbow. Try and make contact here. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee comes to right elbow. Hold it here. And now landing the right foot to the outside of your right hand, stepping your left foot up to the outside left hand, and sinking the hips low between the knees, bringing the hands to the center of the chest, pressing the palms together, drawing the heart space forwards in your yogi squat. So try and keep that length in the spine all the way through to the crown of the head. And just notice what your feet are doing here. Notice if you're rolling onto the outside, into the inside edges of your feet. Press through the outside blade of your foot so that all points of contact, all four corners of your foot have contact with the earth. And then we'll take a little twist here. So sweep the right arm out to the side in front of your right foot and inhale, left arm sweeps up to the space behind. And then exhale, bring that back to center, hands in prayer. Inhale, take that the other way, left fingertips graze the earth, right arm sweeps. And then exhale, take it back to center, hands in prayer. And then releasing the hands in front, send the hips up high, toe heel the feet to hip width apart. Inhale for halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet, slowly rise up to standing, arms lift up tall, and then exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, arms lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, and stepping back through to plank. Holding our plank position here, arms are strong, heels draw back, fingers spread. And then softening the body to the mat, knees, chest, chin, elbows graze past the ribs, untuck the toes, forehead lands. Take the fingers out in front of you, so you're on spider fingers here, just in front at the top of your mat. Take an inhale, lift the chest, draw the pelvis forward, exhale, soften. Inhale, pick up the chest, exhale, release. Take that one more time, inhale, and then exhale, release back down. Land the hands beneath shoulders, elbows draw in, tuck the toes, hop the knees forward, press through all fours, hips up and back, down dog. The next breath in picks up left leg, three-leg dog. Exhale, feeds it through to the top of the mat. Land the back foot so it's parallel with the short edge. Inhale, rise up for warrior two. Reaching away through the fingers, soften the shoulders. Soften into the hips. And then reverse that front palm. Slide back hand down, back leg. Inhale, left arm reaches back, reverse warrior. And then your exhale will extend your front leg and dive the left hand down towards the earth. Right arm reaches up, finding Trikonasana. Perhaps taking your gaze up towards your top thumb, making sure that front leg is extended but just off the block. You might lead a little micro bend in that knee. Holding here. And then take your gaze towards your foot, soften into that front knee, windmill the hands down, and step back through to three-leg dog with that left leg lifted. And then drawing that knee forwards towards your nose, press the ground away, hugging the knee in towards the chest. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee comes across to right elbow, make contact. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to left elbow, hold here before landing that left foot to the outside of your left foot and then stepping up to the outside right hand with your right foot. And then taking the hands to press, sink the hips low, finding your yogi squat. Hands draw to the center of your chest, pressing your palms together, spine is long. And then landing your hands behind you so the fingers point forwards. And we're going to come to a sort of version of reverse tabletop, but with the legs out quite wide, so pressing the hips up towards the ceiling, finding length in the arms, lifting the chest up to the sky, and then sinking the hips back down. Take your hands to prayer, finding your yogi squat position once more. And then releasing your hands in front, lift the hips up, toe heel the feet to hip width apart, find your standing forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift, exhale, refold. Inhale, press up to standing, arms lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, land the hands, step back for down dog. We'll just take 3 rounds of breath in our downward facing dog. Even weight through the hands, drawing energy all the way up through the palms, up through the length of the arms, into the shoulders, unraveling the spine. So from down dog, landing the knees, and then rolling onto the outside of the right hip, we're going to come through to boat pose. So even weight through the sit bones, float the legs out in front of you, shins parallel with the earth, toes draw towards the face, and then reaching the arms out either side. Spine is long, chest reaches up to the ceiling. And then taking a twist here, so opening up to the left side, right arm reaches forward, left arm back, opening the chest, big breath in, exhale back to center. Inhale, left arm reaches forward, right arm peels back, open the chest, exhale, center. Inhale, open to the left, right arm forward, left arm back, exhale, center. Inhale, open to the left, draw that chest forward, and then exhale back to center. And then releasing the feet in front. And we're simply going to come straight through to a downward dog. So land the hands, take the feet about hip width apart, find your downward dog position. And then with your next breath, pick up the right leg, exhale, feed it through to the front. Drop the back knee, but keep the toes tucked here. As you next breathe in, rise up, arms lift. And then take the left hand, either slide it down the back leg or reach all the way back for your left heel as your right arm reaches alongside your ear, open the chest up towards the ceiling. As you find your next exhale, floating the hands down, lift that back knee and step through to plank. And from here we'll come through to side plank. So rolling, bringing your weight into your right hand and rolling onto the outside edge of that right foot. Lifting the left arm up, shoulders stack. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling, pressing away through right palm. Holding here. And then landing left hand underneath shoulder, rolling onto the balls of the feet, hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, float it to the front. Stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, rise up for high lunge, reaching up tall through the fingers. Take a breath in here, and then as you exhale, slowly lower the back knee towards the earth, but don't quite land it. Inhale to press up. Exhale, hover the knee. One more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, soften it down towards the earth. Inhale, press up. And then sweeping the arms behind, interlace your fingers. Draw the chest forwards as you lengthen through the arms, draw the shoulder blades together. Big breath in here. And then slowly with the exhale, hinging forwards to the inside of your front leg. Keep pressing the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Try not to put any weight of your torso on your front thigh. And then releasing the hands, step that left foot forwards, finding a standing forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press through the feet. Slowly rise up to standing. And then with exhale, hands through to the center of the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, refold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, land the hands, stepping back for down dog. Your next breath in picks up left leg. Exhale, feeds it through to the front. Land the back knee, keep the toes tucked as we inhale, rise the arms. And then sliding right hand either down back leg, or maybe you can reach all the way back for your right heel as your left arm reaches alongside your ear towards the back. Inhale here, open the chest. Exhale, wimble the hands down to frame your front foot. Lift that back knee, step back for a plank. And then coming into side plank, so bringing your weight onto your left hand and rolling onto the outside edge of your left foot, reaching the right arm up. Shoulders stack, reaching away through the fingers, pressing the hips up towards the ceiling. Find that strength in the left arm, keeping you supported. One more breath here. As you exhale, roll onto the balls of the feet, land the right hand, and send the hips up and back for down dog. Your next inhale floats the left leg up. With the exhale, feed it through to the front. Stay on the ball of the back foot as you upright the body, finding high lunge. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, hugging the navel in towards the spine. Breathe in here. As you exhale, soften that right knee towards the earth. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, press up. Exhale to hover the knee. And then inhale, find one more lift before sweeping the arms behind, interlace fingers, drawing the chest forwards, arms along, press the base of the palms together. Breathe in here, and then exhale, hinge forwards to the inside of your front leg for humble warrior. Keep pressing the knuckles up to the sky, shoulder blades draw together, finding a focus point for your gaze, finding your breath. And then releasing the hands, step that back foot to the front, finding a standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, press up to standing, arms lift up tall. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And stepping back through to downward dog. And then from our down dog, we'll land the knees and come to sit back on the heels. We're going to find camel pose. So it's quite a good back bend. So we're going to come through to high kneeling. So first of all, just placing the hands to the base of the spine, drawing the elbows together, and spreading the length of your lower back into the whole length of your hands. So begin to press the hips forwards, drawing the elbows together, the inner thighs hug together. And this is already a bit of a back bend, and this might be enough for some. But if you want to come a little bit deeper, we'll find camel. So for a less intense back bend, you can tuck the toes, otherwise release the tops of the feet to the earth. Then from here, we'll land one hand and then the other to your heels. Keep pressing the hips forwards, shoulder blades draw together, inner thighs hug towards one another. You can either keep the chin tucked here, or you can allow the gaze to drop, whichever is most comfortable for your neck. Deep rounds of breath here, keep pressing the chest forward, and then slowly releasing, so land one hand and then the other carefully to the base of the spine, releasing the tops of the feet, and then sitting back on the heels. And we'll just take a little twist to ease off that, so taking the right hand to the outside left knee, left fingers land behind. Take your gaze over your left shoulder, drawing breath here. Notice your breath pattern. And then taking that twist the other way, so the left hand comes to right knee, right fingers land behind, spinning your gaze over the right side. And then slowly return the gaze to the front. And we'll come through to a seated position, so have the legs out long in front of you. And first of all, we're going to have a bit of a bend in the knees, so there's a bit of space behind the backs of the knees and the mat. And we'll find Paschimottanasana. So inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, drawing forwards, so the belly attaches to the thighs, hinging forwards at the hips. Release the arms in front, perhaps taking hold of the backs of your feet or to your ankles or calves. And then slowly guiding the body forwards, hinging at the hips. And then using your breath, you might be able to lengthen your legs out away from you. So you draw the backs of the knees towards the mat, finding length in the legs. Try and keep that length in the spine. So if it means coming back a bit and bending the knees to allow that length in the spine, then do go for that option. And try not to yank yourself forwards using your feet, but just using your breath to guide yourself into that fold. Making sure the neck and head feel comfortable here. And as we hold the posture, you might find that you are able to come into it a little more deeply. We'll just hold for another round of breath here. And then carefully exiting the posture, so lifting the chest up, come through to upright. And then taking the right foot past the left thigh, land your right hand behind you. Inhale, lifting the left arm up alongside your ear. And as you exhale, drawing the right knee towards the chest and spinning your gaze over the right shoulder. To come into that a bit more deeply, you can hook your left elbow past the right knee. Make sure you're drawing the toes of the left foot towards the face, using your inhales to find that length in the spine and using your exhales to gently twist. And then softly release back to center, and we'll take that the other way. Right leg comes out long. Left foot crosses past the right thigh. Draw the toes of the right foot towards the face. Left hand lands behind, fingers point away. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, drawing that left knee in towards the chest and spinning your gaze over the top of the left shoulder. Option to cross right elbow past left knee. Find that length with your inhales. And deepen into your twist with your breath out. Keeping that right leg active, drawing the toes towards the face. Staying for one more round of breath here. Exhale. Release back to center, and we'll come through to lying down. So find your way onto your mat and have the knees bent, so knees and feet are about hip width apart, arms are alongside the body, shuffle shoulder blades under, and we'll move through to bridge pose. So as you take your next breath in, press through both feet and feel the tailbone lift. Keep pressing the hips up towards the sky. Press the inner thighs together, feel the quads engage. And then perhaps as you come to the peak of your bridge pose, you might roll the upper arms, the shoulders under, perhaps even clasping the fingers behind your back. Pressing the chest up towards the chin. And then slowly with your next exhale, release all the way back down. The spine unravels from top to bottom, hips landing last. And we'll just take that 2 more times. So inhale, press through the feet. Drawing the hips up towards the ceiling, unravel the spine from bottom to top. Perhaps shoulders shuffle under. Drawing the chest towards the chin. And as you exhale, float yourself back down towards the mat. And taking that one more time, inhale, press through the feet, hips lift, spine unravels. Finding the peak of your bridge pose with the peak of your inhale. And then exhale, slowly unravel all the way back down. And then once your tailbone lands, hugging the knees in towards the chest, perhaps drawing your forehead up to your knees, taking a little massage of the lower back into the earth. And then releasing your knees, allow the legs to lengthen out long, finding Shavasana. So perhaps your arms are alongside your body, or maybe hands to the belly, whatever's most comfortable. Closing down the eyes. And just allowing your attention to drift towards your breath. The movement that the body makes with the rhythm of your breath. And you can stay here as long as you like. Or otherwise, reintroducing some gentle movement back into the body. And then slowly guiding yourself up to seated, crossing your legs in front of you. And bringing your hands to the center of your chest. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. Namaste.